Welcome to our edition on enhancing user experience for website visitors. In this edition, we will go through how to enhance the user experience for a visitor to a website, factors that search engine use to assess the user experience on a website, and how search engines too work on enhancing user experience in SERPs. So, what steps can you take to enhance user experience? You can start with creating good information, unique content, and information that is easy to read. Make sure your layout is easy on the eye. Work on the clarity of the message of the page. Make sure that the user who came to the page gets the purpose of the page. Work on the clarity of call to action. Your call to action may be filling up a form, downloading a PDF file, or even sharing the page on social media. So make your call to action very clear. Make the navigation instinctive. Your navigation may be scrolling, it may be enlarging a picture, or it might be even following up on a link. Whatever it is, the navigation should be instinctive so that the user knows what to click on or what to do to move around on the web page. Work on loading time. Loading time really matters when mobile is concerned. And try to keep extra information on the site too. Information that builds the credibility of your brand. Information to reviews, to testimonials, or even to certain certifications, or maybe even to white papers and other kind of content. So what kind of content should you have on your website? So what are the content guidelines for user experience? Well, apart from having interesting and unique content, remember, users scan the website top right to bottom left. They do that in just 2 seconds. So the role of your introductory text becomes very, very important. And so make sure that your introductory text is highlighted, bold, differently colored. Also, layout becomes important so that users follow up and click on links to get more information. Website navigation ensures that the layout of the page is good. There are three kinds of website navigation that we mostly talk about. That would be scrolling, linking, and zooming. Each action compels the user to search for more information. So the website navigation and the clarity matters a lot. Always try and provide a search function, especially in large websites and e-commerce websites. So how do search engines measure user experience? Well, for one, they measure our loading time. Search engines can crawl our codes, they can crawl our JavaScripts, they can crawl our CSS, and they can now even crawl Ajax sites. Search engines can measure the time spent on the site by the visitor, and then related to the time spent, they can also measure the bounce rate. Now suppose your site is number 1 and people are not clicking on your site in SERPs. Search engines can measure the CTR, which is pretty interesting. And you can see that CTR in Google Webmaster Tools. Search engines see whether a site is hosted. They measure the quality of the server. They do that by crawling the site, and the crawlability of the website matters. So don't block your sites using robo files unnecessarily. Make sure the content is unique, and of course your website should be responsive for different kind of devices. Now, how do search engines try to enhance user experience? Well, put it simply, they show the titles, they pull descriptions from the website, and it's not necessarily from the meta descriptions that we put in. Some descriptions have been known to be pulled from DMOZ, depending upon the query text. So show this. They also show site links below these descriptions, and they're now gaining ability to crawl Java and render Ajax. Search engines like Google work on different formats. They sometimes show image searches, they sometimes show YouTube results. Google tries to incorporate the knowledge graph. And apart from that, they encourage us to use schemas so that a lot of information of the website is visible in the SERPs itself, which in turn influences the CTR. So what are some of the resources that you use to check out the speed? Use this link to check out the page speed. This link also gives you a measurement of the user experience as determined by Google. Now that we're done through the site, here are some self-assessment questions that you may want to go through. So what features do search engines use to enhance? What parameters do search engines robo use to assess the user experience of a website, and how we can add features that show up on SERPs? So these are some of the questions that we're able to answer at the end of the session.